Good evening, students. I hope your week is off to a great start. I wanted to review a couple things with you on this video, and then afterwards, I'm going to put a link below that I'd like you to access. It's to a website that will have all sorts of great video resources on what teaching the TPEs look like. So there's 6 TPEs that you're going to be addressing in each video that you'll post. Week 3, week 5, week 7, and it would probably be to your benefit to review these. And just an FYI, you could also use these videos for added hours if you like. And on that note, I'd like to change the topic and talk about the reflection worksheet and how to find it. I'm getting some questions, not just about the reflection worksheet, but really um, about the clinical practice resource page and students having some difficulty navigating it. So I think I did it in the video last week, but I'm just very briefly, bear with me. And we will do this one more time. And I really want to try to highlight some things for each of you because I do want you to be able to access the information that you need. So here we are, clinical practice resource page. It's beautiful. It has everything, the handbook, the orientation video. Read that, watch that. All this information, if overarching theme type of information is here. Now, you're all intern teacher candidates. This is really what you want to look towards. However, when we get down to the real specifics, it's going to be under pathway specific resources. And you got 3 options before you. You have the intern pathway, the student teaching pathway, and the Arizona pathway. So since we are California interns, we'll click on that. You are all in clinical practice 1. There you go. It's right here. So here's your tracking form, support hours, verification log. That will be very important. And some of you, I am so proud. Those of you who have emailed me, hey, am I doing this right? Can you look at my verification log? You are on top of it because those hours are incredibly important to log. More on that in a minute. I do want to discuss which hours should we be logging. Here it is at the bottom, reflection worksheet. So everything is there for you, except ironically, the remote site visit assessment, which is what I need to fill out your videos, but we are promised an update is available soon. So I'm going to stop the share in order to reshare because I've been receiving some emails and they're great questions. To be honest with you, my niche in Alliant is teaching interns CP3 and CP4. So I have not had much experience teaching this level 1, but I'm really excited about it because it means we can build a really strong foundation together. Because I know what it takes to get to CP4, and it takes a lot. You all can do it. You all can get there, but it is a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. And right now you're starting off in your hours. And I have some students asking me, what do I log? What don't I log? Again, that is information that can be found on the clinical practice resource page. I'm going to share with you a document from, I'm just at the clinical practice resource page. I downloaded it a couple days ago, and I'd just like to share it with you for some clarity because you are all teachers of record, meaning that Alliant knows, your school knows, the state knows that you are responsible for teaching these students 6 hours a day. So those hours right there, you don't need to log them. They're already accounted for. They are built into your program. So let's look at what we do log. And honestly, I want to say be creative. There's so many things that you can log as an educator, but let's look at a few that they give us some examples. And I would advise you to really think, what am I doing to prepare as a teacher? What could I be logging? So this is the intern teacher candidate support system. All right. And again, found on the clinical resource page. I'm not going to worry so much about the first page. It's really the second page I'd like to get to. Here we are. Minimum of 600 paid hours. That's really more the built-in. We know you're going to do all these hours, but we are looking for this 189 hours of additional support, mentoring, and supervision. We are looking for these hours. So the 189 is the general support and mentoring plus 45 hours of EL. So I advise you all to look at this. After you watch this video, pull it up and glance over it, peruse it, please. Read it carefully, because you do not need to log your teaching hours. There are so many hours that you can log, but that's really not one of them. So it says here, like those hours are optional for inclusion in the verification log. It's not really what I'm looking for. It's not what any of your instructors will be seeking. Here are just a few examples. Certainly not limited to these examples at all. All right. So things like meetings, things like IEPs, things like consultation that you have with me, with your students, teacher emails, calls, any type of time that you are working on an IEP, any time that you are lesson planning, so many different things you can log in here. So I encourage you all to pull that document up. Go on the resource page, pull that document up and check it out, because you don't need to log every time you teach students, because that would not only be tedious for you because you're doing it pretty much all day, every day, but it's unnecessary. We want to look at professional development and all the other things that you are doing as an educator. So look that over. I'm always happy to review verification logs. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, or you can always email me. My Google Voice is available. You can text me. We could set up a time to meet, to Zoom one-on-one if you have additional questions. So I hope this helps alleviate anxiety and not raise it at all. We're going to have a really great term, and I look forward to working with each of you. Have a great evening.